Welcome, everyone. Before we start, I want you to do something important. Stop what you are doing. Put your phone down for a second. Sit in a quiet place. Close your eyes. Take a very deep breath. Now, ask yourself this: am I truly living, or am I just waiting for the day to end? Everyone has the same dreams. You want to travel to beautiful countries. You want that perfect car. You want freedom, plenty of money, and a mind that feels at peace. You want a partner who loves you and a life that makes you feel proud to wake up. But let's look at the truth. What did you do today to get closer to that dream? Are you still scrolling through social media for 3 hours a day? Are you watching random videos that teach you nothing? Are you still saying, "I'll start on Monday"? You are waiting for a magic change, but magic isn't coming. This world is real, and your time is running out. You don't get a second life. This is not a practice. This is the main event. In this video, I am going to show you a mirror. I am not here to give you sweet lies. I am here to tell you the truth so you can wake up. If you want to improve your English and change your life at the same time, listen with your heart. Let's begin. There is a big lie we all believe. We say, "I am killing time." But let me tell you the truth. You are not killing time. Time is killing you. Every time you say tomorrow, you are throwing away a piece of your future. Every time you hit the snooze button on your alarm, you are telling your dreams to wait. Your time is your life. You might not feel it today because you are young or healthy, but every second is a drop of water falling from a cup. Once the cup is empty, it stays empty. Look at your last 24 hours. Did you grow? Did you learn one new English word? Did you work on your business? If the answer is no, then you are losing the war against time. The world doesn't care about your reasons. The world only cares about your results. The solution: start treating your hours like gold. Focus on one thing every day that moves you forward. Cut out 1 hour of useless scrolling and use it to read or practice. Respect time, or it will become your worst enemy. Stop blaming the world. Stop saying you failed because your parents didn't have money, or because your teacher wasn't good, or because the government is bad. Your life is 100% your responsibility. People waste years crying about what they didn't get, but winners are different. A winner says, "I don't have a map, so I will draw my own." Think about the most successful people in history. Many of them started with nothing. They had no money, no support, and no luck. But they had a fire inside them. They had hunger. They decided that being a victim was too expensive. The solution: accept your past, but don't live in it. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, "I am the leader of my life." Write down your problems, and next to them, write one action you can take today. You are not weak. You are just not using your power. Let's talk about your daily routine. You wake up, you check your phone, you eat, you watch a few videos, you scroll through social media, and you go back to sleep. It feels easy. It feels safe. It feels comfortable. But I want you to understand this. Your comfort zone is a trap. It is a silent killer. Nothing great has ever grown in a place of comfort. Success, wealth, and fluency in English live on the other side of that safety. When you stay in your comfort zone, you are dying slowly from the inside. Your brain becomes lazy. Your spirit becomes weak. If you want to speak English fluently, you must be willing to feel stupid. You must speak even when you make 100 mistakes. If you want to start a business, you must be willing to fail.
But most people never start because they are afraid of the discomfort. They are afraid of people laughing at them. Let them laugh. The people who laugh at you today will ask you for a job tomorrow. The example. Think about a seed. If a seed stays comfortable under the soil, it stays a seed forever. It must break. It must push through the hard ground. It must face the wind and the rain. Only then does it become a powerful tree. You are that seed. Break your shell. The solution. Do one thing today that makes you feel nervous. Speak to a stranger in English. Record a video of yourself. Apply for a job you think is too hard. Fail proudly, but fail forward. Let's be brutally honest. Later is the favorite word of people who fail. When you say, "I'll study later," or "I'll exercise later," you are not just delaying a task, you are lying to yourself. And every time you lie to yourself, you lose self-respect. Later is the voice of your laziness. It is the voice of your fear. Later actually means never. Look at the people who win in life. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't wait until they feel motivated. They act now. They act even when they are tired. They act even when they are scared. They act because they know that time is a thief. Time does not wait for you to be ready. You don't get a message on your phone saying, "Warning, your life is almost over."
It just ends. And if you keep saying later, you will be left with the worst pain in the world: regret. Think about that YouTube channel you wanted to start 2 years ago, or that English book you wanted to finish last year. You didn't do it because you said later. Now someone else has done it. Someone else is living your dream while you are still watching from the sidelines. The solution? Use the 5-second rule. The moment you have an idea to do something good, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Don't give your brain time to make an excuse. One small action today is better than 100 perfect plans for next year. Your mind can be your best friend, or it can be your prison. For most people today, their mind is a cage. Why? Because they think too much and do nothing. You want to start a business? You think about it for months. You want to speak English? You watch 50 videos and take 100 pages of notes, but you never open your mouth to speak. You want to go to the gym? You plan the routine, you buy the shoes, you download the app, but you never actually go. This is called analysis paralysis. You think so much that you become tired before you even start. You imagine the failure before you even try. You are writing a story of defeat before the game has even begun. Thinking is important, but only for a moment. After that, thinking becomes fear, and fear is a liar. The example. Imagine a man who wants to learn how to swim. He reads books about swimming. He watches videos of Olympic swimmers. He buys the best swimsuit. He talks to experts, but he never jumps into the water. Will he ever learn? No, never. You are doing the same thing with your English and your dreams. The solution? Think for 10 minutes, then act for 10 hours. Don't wait to know everything. You learn by doing, not by planning. Move your hands, move your feet, move your life. Success doesn't come to the person who has the best plan. It comes to the person who started. In every group of friends, in every family, and in every city, there is 99% of people who are the same. They complain, they are lazy, they follow the crowd. But then there is that 1%. I want you to be that guy. Be the one who wakes up at 5 a.m. while others are still dreaming. Be the one who studies English while others are partying. Be the one who works on a business while others are watching Netflix. Be the one who keeps going when everyone else quits. People will doubt you. They will say, "You've changed."
They will say, "You think you're better than us." Let them talk. You are not here to stay the same. You are here to evolve. You are here to become the person who doesn't need to explain his success because his success speaks for itself. Why do you think greatness belongs to someone else? Why do you think the dream life is only for people on TV? Why not you? Why can't you be the one who proves everyone wrong? The solution? Every morning, ask yourself, what would a disciplined, successful version of me do today? Then go do exactly that. Don't tell people your plans. Don't post your goals on Instagram. Work in silence. Let your results be the noise. Be that guy that people talk about years later because you had the courage to be different. We often think our enemies are outside. We blame our boss, our friends, or our luck. But let me tell you the secret. Your biggest enemy lives between your ears. Your biggest enemy is you. There is a version of you that wants to change the world. That version is brave, hungry, and ambitious. But there is another version of you that wants to stay in bed. That version is lazy, afraid, and full of doubt. Every single day, these two versions are at war. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. Who is going to win today? Is it the guy who scrolls for 3 hours or the guy who reads 10 pages of a book? Is it the girl who complains about her English or the girl who records herself speaking for 20 minutes? No one can make this choice for you.
Imagine there are two wolves inside you. One wolf is dark. He is made of laziness and excuses. The other wolf is bright. He is made of discipline and strength. Do you know which one grows stronger? The one you feed. If you feed your laziness today, your discipline will die. Stop fighting the world and start fighting yourself. Keep a win list. Every time you choose growth over comfort, write it down. Every time you win a small battle against your lazy self, celebrate it. This is not a game, it is a war for your future. Most people wait for motivation. They say, "I'll study English when I feel motivated." But motivation is like the weather. It changes every hour. You cannot build a life on something that changes. You must build your life on willpower. Willpower means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like doing it. It means studying when you are tired. It means exercising when it's raining. It means practicing your English when you are bored. Let's be honest, feelings are liars. Your feelings will tell you that you are too tired. Your feelings will tell you that you are not good enough. Your feelings will tell you to quit. You must learn to ignore your feelings and listen to your why. The good news is that willpower is like a muscle. If you go to the gym and lift a small weight, you get a little stronger. If you do it every day, you can eventually lift a house. Willpower is the same. Suppose you want to stop using your phone after 10 p.m. On the first night, you will fail. You will want to scroll. But if you fight that feeling for just 5 minutes, your willpower muscle grows. If you do it for a week, you become the master of your habits, not the slave. Start small. Choose one thing you hate doing but you know is good for you. Do it every day for 10 minutes. Don't break the promise you made to yourself. The day you master your willpower is the day you take the keys to your life. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you are failing because you see someone else on Instagram who has a better body, a more expensive car, or speaks perfect English? Most people today are miserable because they spend more time watching other people's lives than building their own.
You see 15 seconds of a stranger's highlight reel, their best moments, their fancy dinner, their filtered photos. Then you compare that to your 24 hours of behind the scenes, your struggles, your tiredness, and your messy room. This comparison is a trap. It is the fastest way to kill your happiness and stop your progress. You have your own path. You have your own timing. You have your own unique struggles. The example. Think about a rose and a sunflower. Both are beautiful. But a sunflower doesn't look at a rose and think, I am a failure because I am not red. And a rose doesn't look at a sunflower and think, I am a failure because I am not tall. They both bloom when it is their time. You are the same. Stop looking left and right. Your only race is with the person you were yesterday. The solution. Unfollow people who make you feel not enough. Instead of being jealous of someone's success, be curious. Ask, what can I learn from them? But never hate yourself because you aren't where they are yet. Your journey is yours alone. Don't take directions from someone who hasn't driven. In this world, everyone has an opinion. Your friends, your neighbors, and even your family will give you advice. They will say, don't start that business, it's too risky. Or, why are you studying English? It's too hard. But before you listen to them, ask yourself one simple question. Has this person achieved what I want to achieve? If you want to build a house, you don't ask a man who lives in a broken hut for advice. If you want to get rich, you don't ask your broke friend for financial tips. If you want to speak fluent English, you don't listen to the person who was too afraid to even try. The internet is full of noise. There are people who talk a lot but have never felt the pain of hard work. They have opinions but no experience. They have theories but no scars. The example. Imagine your uncle tells you that your dream is impossible. But your uncle has worked the same 9-to-5 job for 30 years and never taken a risk in his life. He isn't telling you it's impossible for you, he is telling you it was impossible for him.
The solution. Choose your mentors carefully. Protect your vision like it is a small fire in a storm. One wrong piece of advice from the wrong person can delay your dream for 10 years. Listen to the doers, the builders, and the survivors. Ignore the rest. We spend our whole lives waiting. We wait for someone to tell us we are good enough. We wait for a company to hire us. We wait for a yes from a partner, a teacher, or a boss. We wait for the world to choose us. But here is the hard truth. The world is busy. The world won't pick you. It won't clap for you until you have already won. If you wait for permission to be great, you will wait forever. You must pick yourself. Stop waiting for a phone call. Stop waiting for a lucky break. You are not a product sitting on a shelf waiting for a customer. You are a creator. You are a leader. If you want a stage, build your own. If you want to be a writer, start writing today. If you want to be a businessman, start selling something now. The example. Think about the author of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 different publishers. They all said no, but she didn't stop. She didn't wait for them to believe in her. She picked herself and kept going until the world had no choice but to notice. Write your own name on the door of opportunity. Don't ask, can I do this? Instead say, I am doing this. Pick one project today, a podcast, a book, a new English habit, and start it without anyone's permission. The world only follows people who have already decided where they are going. If you want a life that is legendary, you must understand one thing. There is no greatness without risk. You cannot build a powerful life by playing it safe. You cannot become a champion by staying in your bedroom. Every person you admire, every billionaire, every hero, every great speaker had to jump into the unknown.
They had to risk their money, their time, and their reputation. They were willing to look like a fool to become a master. If you avoid risk, your life will be quiet and safe. It will be predictable, but it will also be empty. At the end of your life, you won't remember the days you stayed comfortable. You will remember the times you dared to try. You will remember the moments you were scared, but you did it anyway. That is where your story is born. Think about the most successful people in 2025. They are the ones who risked their stable jobs to follow their passion. They are the ones who spoke their truth even when people disagreed. They jumped without a parachute and built their wings on the way down.
The solution: take one risk today. Speak English in public, even if you were terrified. Post that video. Message that person you admire. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? Usually, the worst is just a moment of embarrassment, but the best is a whole new life. Stop hiding. Be the one with the scars of growth, not the one with the regrets of safety. I want to say this very loudly. Time is not waiting for you. The clock does not care if you were tired. It doesn't slow down because you were confused or because you were waiting for the perfect moment. Life is moving right now. Every second that slips through your fingers is a second you will never, ever get back. The scariest thing is that you won't notice how much time you are losing. You think you have forever, but one day you will wake up 10 years older. You will look in the mirror with tears in your eyes and ask, what happened to my dreams? Where did the time go? You aren't too young to start, and you aren't too old to change. You are just making excuses. The example. Think about a sharp knife. That is what regret feels like. Failure hurts for a little while, but regret stays in your chest forever. It is the pain of knowing you could have been great, but you chose to be lazy instead. The solution: stop acting like you have 1,000 years to live. You don't. Face the mirror today and say, no more wasting time. Write down your top 3 goals and give yourself a deadline. The clock is ticking. Make it work for you, not against you. This might hurt your feelings, but you need to hear it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody is coming to save you from your bad habits. Nobody feels your pain the way you do. You are waiting for sympathy? Forget it. People are too busy fighting their own battles. They will listen to your complaints for a few seconds, nod their heads, and then move on with their lives. But here is the beautiful twist. That is your greatest power. If nobody cares, then you are finally free. You are free to fail. You are free to try something new. You are free to look stupid while you learn English. You are free to fall down and get back up. You don't need anyone's approval because nobody is watching that closely anyway. The example. Imagine a warrior on a battlefield. He doesn't look around to see if people feel sorry for him. He just fights. He uses his pain as fuel. He takes his loneliness and turns it into power. The solution: stop looking for a hero and become one. Wipe your tears, clench your fists, and rise. Use the fact that nobody cares to take massive risks. Build your life like nobody is watching, because honestly, they aren't. They are waiting for you to win so they can ask you how you did it. Look around you. Is this the life you wanted? Are you waking up with fire in your chest, or are you dragging your feet? Be honest. If you hate your routine, your job, or your habits, change them. You are not a tree. You are not stuck. You have the power to evolve. If the life you are living feels fake, burn it to the ground and start again. Change your friends, change your environment, change the way you think. You don't need a breakdown to start over. You just need a decision. The example. Think of your life as a canvas. If you don't like the picture, You don't have to keep painting it. You can get a new canvas. You are the artist, not the victim. Lesson 17. The Prison of Expectations. I have a friend named Nick. He is very smart and talented, but Nick is stuck in a job he hates because his family expected him to be an accountant. He smiles in public, but he is frustrated in private. Expectations are a prison. People will try to put you in a box and say, stay here, be safe, don't dream too big. But their expectations are not your destiny. If you live to make others happy, you will die feeling empty. The solution. It is okay to disappoint others if it means being true to yourself. Sometimes you have to walk alone to find where you truly belong. This is your life, not theirs. Inside your mind, there are two wolves. One wolf is called distraction. He loves social media, gossip, and sleeping late. The other wolf is called focus. He loves learning, discipline, and growth. The wolf that wins is the one you feed. Every time you scroll for hours, you are feeding the distraction. You are making your dreams weaker. But if you give your full focus to your goals for just 1 year, 365 days of effort, your life will be unrecognizable. The solution: set boundaries like a warrior. Turn off the notifications. Say no to useless invitations. Focus is a muscle. Train it every day. Maybe you are watching this and you are struggling. Maybe your money is low, your heart is broken, and you feel tired. I want to tell you something. Everything will be okay. I'm not giving you fake hope. I'm telling you this because I've seen people rise from the ashes. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel, but you cannot stop walking. You are not finished yet. Your worst days are just the beginning of a stronger, smarter version of you. I believe in you. You are a storm waiting to rise. When you finally succeed, the world will ask, where did you come from? And you will say, I came from the fire. I came from the pain, and I never gave up. Now, pick up your heart, clean your tears, fix your posture. Your future is waiting. Go and get it. Thank you for watching. Take action today, not tomorrow. Stay strong.